if the bottoms, so this is in factored form, it's a rational function. The denominator helps you find your vertical asymptote. So all of those, wherever those equal zero, are your vertical asymptotes. So it's x equals 3 and then x equals -4. Those are my vertical asymptotes. But this one has a multiplicity of 2. This one has a multiplicity of 1. And that comes from this right here. That comes from that 2 here or that 1 here. So it's a multiplicity of 2, which is an even multiplicity, and a multiplicity of 1, which is an odd multiplicity. Even multiplicity implies that it approaches from the same approaches on the left side and the right side of that asymptote. They go the
Yeah,
same direction,
that makes sense.
and the odd one means they go in opposite directions.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you're talking about zeros, notice the numerator tells me my zeros are my x-intercepts, right?
Yeah.
So if we have two x-intercepts, -1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
This has multiplicity 1 and this has multiplicity 2. What does multiplicity 1 for a 0 mean? It
On.
means it means that I'm sorry, I said that wrong. This has multiplicity 2 and this has multiplicity 1,
So it
right?
bounces. Yeah.
It bounces off of that one and it goes through this one.
Okay.
Okay. So when I'm graphing these things, if I understand that the concept of multiplicity, both for zeros and for asymptotes, it makes my graphing a lot easier. So my asymptotes would be at 3 and -4, right here and here.
Okay.
And my zeros would be at -1, where it's going to bounce, and at 2, where it's going to go through.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have my uh, horizontal asymptote. Can you see the horizontal asymptote without me multiplying this back out? Horizontal asymptote, since the degrees are the same,
Oh, it would be. Oh, I can't tell.
well, it's just going to be 1 over 1 because you're going to have like
Oh,
x
yeah.
cubed over x cubed, right? So it's just
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
y equals 1. So it's this right here.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. And what's my y? My y-intercept, my y-intercept, sorry, if I plug in 0 for all of
Uh,
my x's,
it
I
should
can get my
be
y-intercept. So 1 times -2. So
one
2,
1/6,
-2 over uh
-12.
-12. Nice job, Zach. Man, you're getting
I was,
better at
I
this
was
stuff.
starting to get
Oh,
fast.
no, 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 hold on. That's not true.
It's not.
No, because I forgot to square it. -3
Oh,
squared is 9. 9 times 4 is
uh,
36.
36.
So negative 1/18. The point is it's below the x-axis, but
Okay.
really close to it, right? It's
Yeah.
negative. Is that right? Negative? Yeah, it's negative. So it's right there.
Okay.
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 So what does this graph do? Wow, look at that. That's kind of weird. Look at all those points. But
Yeah, I
I already
know.
know what it has to do. Here's why. I know that it has to be up here. This part of the graph has to be up here. Can you tell me why I know that?
Because of the multiplicity.
No, I know that because if it was down here, it would have to go through what?
The
The x-axis again.
Yeah.
But I know there's no other x-intercepts on that side.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
that has to be up there. Now, what's the multiplicity for this asymptote, for the asymptote of +3?
Uh, 2.
It's 2, so they have to go in the same direction.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen here is it's going to go up like this in that same direction. Now you might
Oh,
be going, wait a minute, it can't pass that, it can't go through that asymptote, but actually it can.
Yeah.
A graph can go through a horizontal asymptote, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna go down and it's gonna come like this,
And then
and then
go,
it's now which way is this gonna go? Well, what does it do at the zero of -1?
it's gonna go through, or it's
It
gonna bounce.
it bounces.
Yeah. It's gonna bounce. So
So
it
so
goes,
it's gonna go like this
oh, okay.
because it bounces. It doesn't go through that asymptote or that
Yeah.
that zero. Got what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it.
And now what's going to happen on this other, so -4? They go in which way?
Oh,
Opposite directions, which
yeah.
makes sense, right? Because
Yeah.
it better be above that. If it was below it, what would I have? Another what?
X-intercept.
Yeah, which I can't have.
Oh, okay.
That's the way that graph would look roughly.
It's starting to all come together
Yeah.
now.
And actually, probably what's going to happen is this is going to go even further down here. It's probably going to go like this and then work its way back up, something
Yeah,
like
but he
that.
said we didn't need to know that.
Yeah, that you're not really dealing with that right now. You're not doing that kind of stuff right now. You're just doing more basic stuff. But
Yeah.
it most likely that's what it would have done.
Okay.
It maybe goes a little bit deeper
Okay.
down or something like that. Okay.
Got it.
So
Well,
that's where knowing what asymptote or what multiplicity does, that
yeah.
that's where that really comes in handy to know that.
Okay. I got it.